Welcome back, folks. This is gonna be game 2 between our green Zerg player in the top left, Mr. Yellowjellow, and our red Terran player in the bottom right, Mr. bbreed. We saw a very aggressive timing attack out of bbreed in the last game, which has kind of been his go-to in Terran versus Zerg. Kind of curious why we didn't see a proper response out of yellowjellow, considering he scouted everything and he's seen this out of bbreed before. And so kind of a missed opportunity there. He definitely should have known what was coming. He should have been more prepared. But that was last game. This is this game. Both players sending out a scout. This time, the scout from yellowjellow going to be a little bit more timely as than the last one, which was very early. So yellowjellow coming in with his drone. They're going to spot the barracks, but full wall out of bbreed. So yellowjellow is not going to be too sure exactly what's behind it, but maybe he can assume it's going to be something similar. And on the other side of things, bbreed also scouting everything coming out of the Zerg player. Gonna see everything is pretty much super standard so far once again. So both players gonna run back home with their scouts, and let's see when we are gonna get some kind of deviation. Looks like once again gonna be a marine first, followed by reactor out of bbreed. And if this guy had been a little more diligent, maybe he could have caught this overlord, but now the overlord, well, actually it's gonna fly in, so not gonna go for that safe space. So maybe he can get some work done, but yellowjellow already pulling it back, and the lings are here to save the day. But might want to pull the lings back, because with good control, well, so much for that, not good enough from bbreed, but as I was going to say, with good control, a marine can beat 2 zerglings, as they now chase away the SCV who is building that bunker. And let's see if this SCV is going to go down. Yes, it does. So nice pick off there from yellowjellow. Even saves that low ling. No, don't make me eat my words. Alright, he's just going to scout a little bit. Sees that the command center is not quite done yet, and he's going to try to poke up, but that's not going to be successful. And the command center is going to go down in the main base. So yellowjellow still has no idea. As far as he's aware, this is a one base build. Of course, we know that bbreed is going for the expansion. He is also going for his signature factory. Maybe a little bit later than the last game, as he's opting for a good amount of marines before swapping over the factory to the reactor. And bbreed also getting a fast stim. Gonna get a marauder as well. So once again gonna be a little bit of everything, which is very hard to counter. Yellowjellow once again getting his baneling nest, and gonna get a handful of lings. Once again, he has already rallied a bunch. Whoa, okay, he is going for some kind of baneling bust, perhaps, and here he goes. Let's see what happens. The lings running in first and getting shredded, so very unsuccessful attack there. Oh god. Salvages that bunker. bbreed maybe thinking he's safe, but yellowjellow is continuing the pressure, morphing some more banelings. But that's not enough. You gotta wait for your reinforcements, and you don't want to run in like that, yellowjellow. Oh no. Let's take a look at the units lost tab, it's gonna be vastly skewed in the Terran's favor. Let's see. Oh man, 1,000 resources to 200. And how do I get that graph? Units killed. Look at that. So that means our Terran player has killed 25 Zerg units, and the Zerg player has only killed 3 Terran units. So pretty heavily in favor of our Terran player at the moment. But yellowjellow does have a pretty decent economy, 38, now going up to 44 workers compared to the 23 of bbreed. And yellowjellow once again flying in for the scout, does see most of bbreed's base but does not see the armory. So wonder if he knows what's going on. And now bbreed looks like he's posturing to move out again, but this time yellowjellow has his overlord alive, so he is going to see this come out. So what is going to be the response out of our Zerg player? Is he going to be ready this time for bbreed's attack? It looks like the answer is going to be yes, as 22 more Zerglings are about to spawn. He already has a good amount, plus some banelings, not as many queens as last game, but I think he might still be fine depending on the baneling hits. It's still gonna be dicey. I like these spine crawlers because this is a pretty committed attack off of only 24 SCVs, and you want to transfuse that spine. Nicely done. Okay, not the best run-in. You don't want to group up your lings like that, but still good enough, I would say, as Hydras are here to help. You kind of want to put them behind your spine crawlers, but hey, this might be a little dicey as that Hydra spawns to die right away, and that's what you do not want to do. You do not want to trickle your units in as a Zerg, and it is difficult to control at times because your units are spawning out of multiple hatcheries at once, and once again the spawn just kills those Zerglings right away. The third is gonna go down. Uh-oh, might see some friendly fire. Yeah, just a little bit of friendly fire there from the Widow Mine, but you don't want to be too hasty here, yellowjellow. Some good baneling hits though, as that cleans up most of bbreed's force, so the remaining Zerg units should be able to clean this up, but I wouldn't call that exactly a failed attack from bbreed. He did take out a lot of Zerg units, plus that third. Oh, huge Widow Mine hit there. But bbreed does get pushed back, and oh, another huge Widow Mine shot. Oh man, 6 kills from this one. Only 2 from this one, but it looked like it did more. Now, yellowjellow trying to re-establish his third base. Gonna finally clean up these Widow Mines. And bbreed, okay, pulling back here. And this whole time he was not really making workers, only now it's starting up again. Only 28, so it's a pretty close game. Of course, mules are pretty strong, as we see the mineral mining rate is pretty even though there's a 13 worker disparity here. Now the gas mining rate is going to be the difference maker, as bbreed is only mining out of 2 gases. Of course, bio and hellbats are not that gas heavy, so he doesn't really need the gas. but I would like to see bbreed start making his army a little more complex. I do like the Widow Mines, I do like the Liberator. I think he could use maybe a couple more of those, but I would like to see tanks. I would like to see maybe Thors. It's going to be Lingbane Hydra coming out of yellowjellow. And now the third is once again done. He's going to work on saturating that base now, and looks like Lurkerden is going to be the follow-up here from yellowjellow. Let's see if bbreed is going to even allow him to get that far, because he is moving out for another attack, and yellowjellow, he is morphing his lurkers now, but bbreed is here. Let's see what he can do. The Liberator's set up and be in a pretty good spot. Widow Mines burrow. Doesn't look like he has the drilling claws just yet, but the lurkers are ready and they burrow as well. Oh, lurker spine's gonna do a lot of work. I don't think bbreed can stay in this spot, not against these lurkers. But the reinforcements are coming, and did he even realize the lurkers are there? I don't know. Looks like he's gonna rotate around, maybe go for the natural. That might be a good move, since yellowjellow is set up defensively at the third. And yeah, in goes bbreed, but the lurkers reposition. Oh, get picked off a little bit, but a few do burrow, and oh, they're gonna get they're just gonna shred the Terran army. Only 2 lurkers did all that. Ooh, lurkers are pretty good, guys. What's gonna be the response from bbreed? Because bio is not gonna cut it at this point. Lurkers are very strong. I'd like to see some tanks, because tanks do outrange lurkers, but it's gonna be all about position right now. Is yellowjellow gonna be able to burrow his lurkers in time, in good spots? And is bbreed gonna be able to jump on them when they are not properly positioned? But it looks like bbreed not gonna force the issue. He's gonna go home, try to expand. He's gonna need to come up with something else. But this base getting mined out, as we see 21 out of 12, and of course here only a few mineral patches left. So this base is very much needed out of bbreed, but uh-oh, yellowjellow gonna make an attack of his own, and I think bbreed is gonna be in some trouble. This is a huge Zerg army, and he has +1 melee on his lings and +2 ranged for his hydras and lurkers. So pretty fearsome army out of our Zerg player. And our Terran here, Mr. bbreed, is in for some trouble, if I do say so myself. He's going to be completely caught off guard, and oh! Zerg force just swarms over the bio, and oh, bbreed's going to be scrambling to set up his defenses. Going to siege this tank, which is going to help, but is it too late? I think so. This space here is completely naked. Yellowjellow gonna burrow his lurkers. He's gonna just siege down the front door of our Terran player. Now 2 tanks are pretty good, and yellowjellow's just gonna eat tank shots, so there's a chance bbreed holds this, but at what cost? As yellowjellow does finally go for the 3rd base of bbreed. Oh, 1 Hydra still alive to hit this. That's unfortunate. Maybe he's gonna bait him into the tank fire. And oh! Saw that Hydra get exploded. And was he gonna try to jump on that? No. Okay, so all in all, it is a hold from bbreed. And he does save, I think, almost all of his SCVs there, so pretty decent job there from bbreed. Also kind of reckless out of yellowjellow. He did waste a lot of his army at the front door here, just eating tank fire. Let's see how many kills these guys have. What? Only one? 0? 14 out of this one, Sergeant. And looks like this Liberator has a few kills. And bbreed just gonna go to the other third base. And he's getting missile turrets at the front. That's of course gonna help spot the lurkers if they burrow too closely. And this speedy overseer gonna spot everything. He's gonna see the tank positions. He's gonna be aware of where the danger is. As he runs back for another attack. Let's see if bbreed can hold this time. Few lings eating some tank fire there, and yellowjellow looks like he's gonna back off. I don't hate that. You know, just back off, establish your fourth, which he is doing, going up to hive. So when you've got a lot of tech and upgrades coming, you're expanding, setting up your base. That's not usually when you want to attack. You kind of want to, you know, get your economy and upgrades going first. As the hive has finished and he's going for his lurker upgrades. So I like this out of yellowjellow, not forcing the issue, just making his economy better, making his army better. As we see the upgrades, +3 ranged, +1 carapace. And he already has +2 melee. Setting up his 5th already. Nice. I like that. Very aggressively expanding. Only 62 workers out of our Zerg player. I'd like to see more. Typically, you kind of want to be in the 80+ range in a ZVT. Not the end of the world, as we see he is sitting on a pretty comfortable lead in both regards, the economy as well as the army. So again, not the biggest of deals. And this one Liberator setting up to pick off lings, but it's gonna get picked off by the hydras. And is yellowjellow gonna posture for an attack? He's sitting here in the middle of the map. And ooh, Vipers coming out of yellowjellow. Vipers are one of the best units in a Zerg arsenal. Of course, it relies on the proper control from the Zerg player, but they are just so useful in all matchups. Of course, they can abduct high-value targets. They can cast Blinding Cloud on ground units, which reduces anything caught in the cloud. It reduces their range to 1. So of course that's very helpful against siege tanks, especially because they can't be microed easily out of it, but also against bio to a lesser extent. And of course there's also Parasitic Bomb, which is a very devastating spell that can be cast on air units. Looks like not too many air units out of bbreed. No medevacs. Wait, where are the medevacs? Oh, okay, there's 3 here, 2 more on the way. Interesting why there weren't really any medevacs earlier. Maybe they all died, but oh, what's going on here? 8 out of 3 trying to mine from this refinery. That's a mistake out of bbreed. But he is pretty comfortable on 4 bases. Another mistake here, not properly rallying his command center for SCVs, kind of slacking off here. But the supply count, pretty even. Of course, the bank is the difference here. Almost 2k out of... Wait, what is going on? Why did he lift that off? What the hell? Why did bbreed just lift off that command center? No, I think maybe he selected both of them by accident. And when's he gonna realize? See, Lance is 5th, but his 4th or 3rd came along with it, and oh, yellowjellow might get a 2-for-1 deal. Spending some banelings on that bit of a mistake, and indeed 2 command centers for the price of 1, and they were practically free. bbreed's got to be kicking himself for that one. Don't think he could have saved the 5th, but he definitely should not have lost that 3rd/4th. And uh-oh, lurkers are set up. The bio is just eating those spines. Oh, not paying attention perhaps. And bbreed just lost a ton of his army. Viper's kind of, I don't know, flying in and not doing much. Does cast the blinding cloud, so as you can see, these 2 tanks not doing anything at all. None of these tanks are doing anything at all. That is how powerful blinding cloud is. And even though not the most efficient bailing hits out of yellowjellow, he is so rich and so far ahead. He doesn't care. He is just walking into the line of fire. He is eating these tank shots. He does not give a care in the world. And looks like he's gonna siege up right in bbreed's face. This one tank has been doing work all game, does finally get picked off. And yeah, bbreed is gonna have to tap out any minute now. Ooh. Takes a bunch more spines to the face. And yeah, it's just a matter of time. Look at this. These 3 lurkers and the rallying reinforcements from yellowjellow gonna take care of this base. Maybe it is a planetary, but bbreed is kind of just in shambles right now as he tries to do a mass repair on the planetary. And oh, maybe not. No, the SCVs once again slacking, and not that it would have mattered. 57 SCVs, 58 have met their demise, and this is gonna be all over, folks. 66 down. Woo. What are these Marines gonna do? Absolutely nothing. You'll do fucking nothing. And it's just a matter of time. yellowjellow is gonna end this right here and now. He is gonna run in with his Lings and Hydras, swarm all over the Terran army, and bbreed forced to call GG. yellowjellow takes the 2nd game.